stage 5, paragraph page 375. Page 5, 375. And our last head word was I had eaten. New work type of lesson. Okay, so let's start with revision. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. First question. What do the words may and might express? What do the words may and might express? The
So
words
what
may and
may
might
and might
express
express
the
the
idea
idea of
of
perhaps.
perhaps. Very good. What's the difference between may and might? What's the difference between may and might? The difference
The
between
difference
may
between
and
may
might
and
is
might
that
is
we
that
cannot
we
use
can't use
may
may
in the
in
second conditional.
conditional.
Give, give me an example. Give me an example, please. If I went
If
to
I went
London,
to
I
London,
might
I
visit
met visit
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.
Very good. Do you think it may rain later? Do you think it may rain later? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I think
think it.
it may rain later.
Very good. What do you think I might have in my pocket? What do you think I might have in my pocket? I think
I
you
think
might
you
have
might have some money in
in
your
your
pocket.
pocket. What might happen if we didn't look both ways before crossing the road? What might happen if we didn't look both ways before crossing the road? An accident
An
might
accident
happen
might happen
if
if
I
I didn't look
both
both
ways
ways
before.
before crossing the road.
Very good. What might you see if you went to London? What might you see if you went to London? I might
I
see
might see
Buckingham Palace,
Buckingham Palace,
the
the
House of
Houses of
Parliament,
Parliament,
Trafalgar Square,
Trafalgar Square,
Piccadilly Circus,
Kennedy
etc.
Circus,
if
etc.
I
if
went
I
to
went
London.
to London.
Greg, do you think there might be another world war? Do you think there might be another world war? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
there
there
might
will be
be.
another world war.
Very good. Okay, what's the difference between arrive at and arrive in? What's the difference between arrive at and arrive in? The difference
The
between
difference between
arrive at
arrive at
and
and arrive in
is that
is that we
we
arrive at a point,
and
uh, whereas
we arrive
we
in an
are in
area.
an area.
Very good. What time do you arrive at school? What time do you arrive at school? I arrive
I
at
arrive
school
at
at
school at 4 past
30,
huh?
4:30,
4:30 p.m.
4:30 or half past 4. Okay, very good.
Past 4.
If you arrive at a foreign airport without your passport, what might happen? If you arrive at a foreign airport without your passport, what might happen? If I arrive.
When I arrived at foreign
So
passport
that's
without
conditional. If I
if
arrive
I arrived
at a foreign
at
airport
foreign airport
without my passport,
without my
I might
passport,
not be
I
able
might
to
not
enter the
be able
country.
to enter the country.
Very good. What is a cafe? What is a cafe? A
A
cafe is a
cafe,
small,
small
informal restaurant
informal
where
restaurant
you can
where
get
you
light
can get
meals,
light meals,
snacks, and
snacks, and drinks.
very good. Do you owe me any money? Do you owe me any money? Yes or no?
No,
I don't owe
you,
you
I don't owe
any
you
money.
any money.
Do I owe you any money? Do I owe you any money? Yes, you owe
Yes,
me
you
some
owe
money.
me some money.
Very good. What does it mean to give back? What does it mean to give back? To give back
To
means
give back
to
means
return.
to return.
Right, when you go on holiday, what do you bring back with you? When you go on holiday, what do you bring back with you? When I go
When I
on
go on
holiday,
holiday,
I bring back
I bring back
souvenirs with me.
souvenirs with me.
Very good. Are you going to go back home immediately after the lessons ended? Are you going to go back home immediately after the lessons ended? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
go
go back home
immediately
immediately
after the
after the
lessons
lessons
ended.
ended.
When people lend you money, they always pay it back when promised. When people lend you money, do you always pay it back when promised? Yes or no?
Yes,
When people lend
when
me money,
people lend me
I
money,
always
I
pay it back
always pay it
when
back.
promised. Very good. Okay. Do you know anybody who has retired but then later gone back to work? Do you know anybody who has retired but then later gone back to work? Yes or no?
Yes,
I know
I know
somebody who
somebody
has
who has
retired
retired
but then
but then
later
later
gone back
gone
to
back
work.
to work.
Very good. Okay, what is your normal breakfast? What is your normal breakfast? My normal
My
breakfast
normal
is
breakfast, coffee and bread.
very good. Do people normally feel proud when they do well in exams? Do people normally feel proud when they do well in exams? Yes. People
Yes,
normally
people
feel
feel,
proud
normally feel
when
proud
they do
when
well
they
in
do well
exams.
in exam.
Reggie, do you take pride in your work? Do you take pride in your work? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I take pride in
in my
my
work.
work.
Very good. If you were very rich, would you have servants in your house? If you were very rich, would you have servants in your house? Yes or no?
Yes,
If
if
I
I were
were
very
very
rich,
rich,
I'd
I
have
servants
servants
in
in
my
my house.
house. Very good. Okay, next. Does a lorry have fewer wheels than a car? Does a lorry have fewer wheels than a car? No. A
No, a
lorry
lorry
doesn't have
doesn't have
fewer
fewer wheels
wheels
than a
in the
car.
car
It has more
than a car.
wheels.
It has more wheels. Very good. Okay. About how long is an arrow? About how long is an arrow? An
An
arrow is
arrow is
about
about
a
a
meter
meter
long.
long.
Very good. How many centimeters make a meter? How many centimeters make a meter? 100
100
centimeters
centimeters
make
make
a
a meter.
meter. Very good. Do you know anybody who has long beard? Do you know anybody who has long beard? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
know
know some
somebody
who
who has
has.
long beard.
Very good. Is it false that the opposite of heaven is hell? Is it false that the opposite of heaven is hell? No,
No,
it
it
isn't
isn't
false
false
that
that
the
the
opposite of
opposite of
heaven
heaven is
is hell.
hell.
It's true.
True.
Very good. Is everything we read in the newspapers true? Is everything we read in the newspapers true? No,
No,
not
not
everything we read
everything we read in the
in the
newspaper is true.
some
Some
things
things
are
are
true
true
and
and
some
some things
things
are
are
false.
very good. Why do you think this is? Why do you think this is so? I think
I
maybe
think
it's because
maybe it's
newspapers
because
haven't
newspaper
always
haven't always
got time to make
got
sure
time to make
that
sure
what they write
that that
is
what they write
completely
is
true.
completely
Very
true.
good. One more. I think maybe
I
it's
think maybe
because newspapers
because
haven't
newspaper
always got
haven't
time
always got
to
time
make
to
sure
make
that
sure
what they
that
write
the
is
right
completely
is
true.
completely true.
Very good. Is it cheap to maintain a large house? Is it cheap to maintain a large house? No, it
No,
isn't
it
cheap
isn't
to
cheap to
maintain a
maintain a
large
large
house.
house.
It's
It's
expensive.
expensive.
Very good. How do we translate the word it takes in Japanese? How do we translate the word it takes in Japanese? We translate
We
the word
translate
it
the
takes
word it
with.
takes with それには in Japanese.
Very good. How long does it take you to go home from your office? How long does it take you to go home from your office? It takes me
It
about
takes me about
an hour to go
an
home
hour from go
from
home
my office.
from my
Very good.
office.
One more. It takes me about
It
an
takes
hour
me about an
to go
hour
home
to go
from my
home
office.
from my office.
Very good. Does it take longer to fly from there to Ireland than to go by train and ship? Does it take longer to fly from there to Ireland than to go by train and ship? No,
No,
it
it
doesn't take
doesn't take
longer to
longer
fly from
to
here
go to right from here
to Ireland
to Ireland
than to go
than
by
to
train
go
and
by
ship.
train and ship.
It takes less time.
It takes less
Very
time.
good. One more. No, it doesn't
No,
take
it doesn't
longer to
take
fly
longer
from here
to fly from
to
here
Ireland
to Ireland
than go by
than
train
to
and ship.
go by
Ver-
train and ship.
It takes less time.
It takes less time.
Very good. About how long would it take you to reach the station from there if you walk very fast? About how long would it take you to reach the station from there if you walk very fast? It would take me
It
about
takes me about five
to
minutes
reach the
to reach
station
the
from
station
here if I
from
walk
here
very
if I
fast.
walk very fast.
Very good. What amount of money have you got in your pocket at the moment? What amount of money have you got in your pocket at the moment? I've got about
I've got about 100 yen
in my
in
pocket
my
at the
pocket
moment.
at the moment.
Very good. Do they use a large amount of wood in building houses in your region? Do they use a large amount of wood in building houses in your region? Yes or no?
No, they
They
don't
don't
use
use a large
a
amount of
large
wood
amount of wood
in
in
building
building
houses
houses
in my
in this
region.
region
Very good. Why not? Why not? Because it's
because it's
expensive.
expensive.
Very good. What do 50 pounds and 13 pounds amount to? What do 50 pounds and 13 pounds amount to? 50 pounds
50
and
pounds and
13 pounds
70 pounds
amount to
amount to
60.
63 pounds.
Very good. What does the word further mean? What does the word further mean? The word
So
further
what
means
further
the
means the
same as
same as
farther,
further,
but it
but it
also means
also
in
means in
addition or
addition
extra.
to extra.
Very good. Which is further from Spain, Sweden, or Switzerland? Which is further from Spain, Sweden, or Switzerland? Sweden is
Sweden
further
is
from
further
Spain
from
than
Spain than
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
What's the furthest you've ever been? What's the furthest you've ever been? The furthest
The
I've
farthest
ever been
I've ever
is
been
from
is
Japan
from
to.
Japan to Dubai.
Very good. Where'd you have to go if you wanted further information about train times at the station? Where'd you have to go if you wanted further information about train times at the station? I'd have to go
I
to
have
the
to go to
information
the
office.
information
Information office
office
if I wanted
if
further
I wanted
information
further
about
information
train times
about
at the
the time
station.
at the station.
Give me a further example of the word further. Give me a further example of the word further, please. If I fail
If I
an
failed an
exam, I'd
exam,
have to
I
take
have to
further
take
lessons.
further lessons.
Very good. Okay. When do we use the present perfect? When do we use the present perfect? We use the
We use
present
the
perfect
present
when we
perfect
are
when we are
thinking about
thinking
time
about time
before and up to
before
now.
and up to now.
Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Mary cannot
Mary
enter
cannot
her flat
open her
because
flats
she has
because
lost her
she
key.
has lost
Her
her
key.
key.
Right? What does that sentence mean? What does that sentence mean? That
The
sentence means
sentence
that
means
Mary does not
that
know
Mary doesn't know
where her key is
her
now
key is now
because of losing it
because
earlier
of losing
today.
it earlier today.
Very good. When do we use the past perfect? When do we use the past perfect? We use the
We use
past
the
perfect
past perfect
when we
yes
are
when
thinking
we are thinking
about
about
time
time
before
before
and up
and up
to
to
another point
another
in the
time
past.
in the past,
Another point in the past.
another point in the past.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Mary could
Mary
not
couldn't
enter.
enter her
Okay,
flat.
let's use her. Mary couldn't enter
Mary
her flat
couldn't
yesterday
enter her flat yesterday
because she had lost her
because
key.
she had lost her key.
Very good. What does that sentence mean? What does that sentence mean? That sentence
That
means
sentence means
that Mary did not
that
know
Mary
where
didn't
her
know
key was
where her
yesterday
key was yesterday
because of losing it
because of losing it
earlier in the day.
earlier in the day.
Very good. And okay, what's the difference between these two sentences? I ate my dinner at 9 o'clock and I had eaten my dinner at 9 o'clock. What's the difference between these two sentences? I ate my dinner at 9 o'clock and I had eaten my dinner at 9 o'clock. The difference
The
between
difference
those
between
two
those two
sentences is
sentences
that
is
I
that
ate my
and
dinner at
my
9
dinner
o'clock
at
means
9 o'clock
I
means
started to
I
eat my
started
dinner
to eat
at
my
9
dinner
o'clock,
9 o'clock,
whereas I had
whereas
eaten my
I
dinner
had eaten
at
my
9
dinner
o'clock
at
means
9 o'clock
that
means
my dinner was already
my
finished
dinner was already
at
finished
9 o'clock.
at 9 o'clock.
Very had you had anything to eat before you came to school today? Had you had anything to eat before you came to school today? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I had
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 had something
something
to
to
eat
eat
before I
before
came.
I came to school today.
Very had you ever seen me before you came to this school? Have you ever seen me before you came to this school? Yes or no?
No,
I had never
I
seen
had
you
never
before
seen you before
I came
I
to this
came
school.
to this school.
Very when you began your lesson at this school, had you already studied some English or were you a complete beginner? When you began your lesson at this school, had you already studied some English or were you a complete beginner? When I
When
began
I
my
began a
lesson at
lesson
this school,
at this school,
I had
I had
already studied
already
some
studied
English.
some English.
Very good. And that's the end of our revision. Let's have
Okay.
new word. Okay, let's have the first set. Okay, repeat. Party,
Party,
political.
political.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word party is a noun. A party is a social event when a lot of people meet together to enjoy themselves by eating, drinking,
Mhm,
dancing, etc. It can be a
mhm,
small or a large party. For example, birthday parties. I sometimes throw a party at home on my birthday.
mhm,
Party could also mean political group or like like the Jiminto.
mhm,
Political is an adjective. Political means relating to the the politics and governments of a country, city,
mhm,
etc. For example, political party. The strongest political party in my country is the Democratic Party.
Hmm.
Let's practice. Hmm. What does the word party mean in Japanese? What does the word party mean in Japanese? The word party
The
means
word party means
party
party,
or to.
party,
Ah, very good.
what?
Very good. Do you ever throw a party at home on your birthday? Do you ever throw a party at home on your birthday? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
sometimes
sometimes
throw
throw
a
a
party
party
at home on
at
my
home
birthday.
on my birthday.
Very good. Which is the strongest political party in your country today? Which is the strongest political party in your country today? The,
The 自民党 is the political
one more.
strong.
The Jimin Party
The 自民 party
is the strongest
is the
political party
strongest political
in my
party
country today.
in my country these days.
Today.
Today,
Very good. Do you prefer to go on holiday with a friend or in a large party? Do you prefer to go on holiday with a friend or in a large party? I prefer to
I
go
prefer to go
on holiday
on
with
holiday
a
with a
friend
friend
than in a large party.
in a large party.
Very good. Thanks. Repeat. Mad,
Mad,
crazy,
crazy,
UFO.
UFO.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word mad is an adjective. The
Hmm,
word mad has three common meanings. Okay,
hmm,
mad means angry,
hmm,
mad means very interested, and
hmm,
mad means crazy. So it means
hmm,
angry, very interested, and crazy. For
hmm, hmm,
example, some people get mad or angry when they're driving in very heavy traffic.
hmm,
Or I'm most mad about or very interested in music, films,
hmm,
sports.
hmm,
Crazy is an adjective. It means stupid, not reasonable, or mentally ill. Crazy. UFO is a noun. UFO is an abbreviation for unidentified flying object, a strange object in the sky that some people believe could be a spaceship from another planet. For example, if a friend told me they had seen a UFO, I think they were going mad or crazy. Okay, let's practice. What does the word mad mean? What does the word mad mean? The word
The word
mad
mad
means
means
angry,
angry,
very
very
interested,
interested,
and
and crazy.
very good. Do some people get mad when they're driving in very heavy traffic? Do some people get mad when they're driving in very heavy traffic? Yes, some
Yes,
people
some
get
people
mad
get mad
when they're
when they are
driving in
driving
very heavy
in
traffic.
very heavy traffic.
Greg, what kind of things are you most mad about? What kind of things are you most mad about? I'm most mad
I'm
about
most
music,
mad about
films,
music,
sports,
films,
etc.
sports, etc.
Right? If a friend told you that they had seen a UFO, would you believe them or think they were going mad? If a friend told you they had seen a UFO, would you believe them or think they were going mad? If a friend
If
told
a
me
friend told
they had
me
seen a
they
UFO,
had seen a UFO,
I'd
I'd going to
I what believe them
I
or
believe yeah
think they're going mad.
I think
Okay,
going
one more.
mad.
If a friend told me
If a friend
they
told
had
me
seen a
they
UFO,
had seen a
I
UFO,
think they were
I
going
think
mad.
they were going mad.
Very good. Next, repeat copy.
Copy.
Okay, very good. Listen, the word copy is a verb. It means to make or produce something that is exactly like another thing, like a copy. For example, if one pupil copies from another during an exam, he's sent out of the room. Okay, if I were given two copies of the same book for my birthday, I shall keep the other one as a souvenir, or I'll read both of them. Okay, so let's practice. What happens if one pupil copies from another during an exam? What happens if one pupil copies from another during an exam? If one pupil
If one
copies
pupil
from another
copies
during
from
an
another
exam,
during an
he's
exam,
sent out of the room.
he stepped out of the room.
Very good. If you were given two copies of the same book for your birthday, what would you do? If you were given two copies of the same book for your birthday, what would you do? If I were given,
Right? Work.
well, if I were given
If I were given
two copies of the same
two
book
copies
for my
of the same
birthday,
book for my
I'd
birthday, I'd sell it.
say it. Very good. Okay, let's have the last one. Again, I repeat, influence.
influence,
Very good. Okay, listen. The word influence is a noun. So, influence is the capacity to affect or change how someone or something develops, believes, behaves, or thinks. For example, I feel happy in good weather. I feel unhappy in bad weather. So, the weather has a strong influence over me. Okay, let's practice. Does the weather have a strong influence over you? Do you, for example, feel happy in good weather and unhappy in bad weather? Does the weather have a strong influence over you? Do you, for example, feel happy in good weather and unhappy in bad weather? Yes or no?
yes,
The weather has a
the
strong
weather
influence over
has a
me.
strong influence over
I
me.
feel happy in good
I
weather
feel happy in good
and
weather,
unhappy in
unhappy
bad weather.
in bad weather.
Very good. Okay, now let's move on to reading.
Okay,
Okay, so our reading is at stage 4, paragraph page 281. Last
okay,
headword was one. Okay, please start
okay,
at page 282. Fifth question. What do you have to do if you want to stay healthy?
okay. What do you do have to do?
What?
What do you have to do if you want to stay healthy?
Mhm.
If we want to stay healthy, you have to eat healthy food, sleep well, and do exercise. What must you do if we want to remember something well? You must repeat often if we want to remember something well. Where can we buy a drink when we are thirsty? We can buy a drink